If you are planning to buy a Surface Pro in 2026, stop right now. Because choosing between the Surface Pro 11, 12, and 13 is more confusing than it looks, and picking the wrong one could easily waste your money. They all look similar, same design language, same thin and premium style, same tablet and laptop hybrid concept. But once you actually go deeper, the performance, features, and long-term value are completely different. And in this video, I'm going to break everything down in a very simple, honest way, so you don't get confused and you can clearly understand which one is worth buying and which one you should avoid. So let's get into it. Now here's the truth. Microsoft's Surface Pro lineup has become extremely confusing in 2026. We now have three main versions floating around: Surface Pro 11, Surface Pro 12, and Surface Pro 13. And the biggest problem is, at first glance, they all look almost identical. Same thin body, same detachable keyboard system, same premium build quality, same minimal design. If you place them on a table, most people would think they are just small updates of each other. But that is not the case. Inside, these devices are built for completely different types of users. Some are made for basic everyday use. Some are designed for balanced productivity. And one is clearly focused on power users and future-ready performance. So let's go step by step and understand what each one actually offers in real life. Let's start with the Surface Pro 11. This is the older model in this comparison. And even though it is older, it is still not a bad device. In fact, for many people, it can still handle everyday tasks without any serious issues. You can browse the internet smoothly, watch videos in high quality, attend online meetings, use Microsoft Office apps like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, and do light productivity work. For students, office users, or casual users, it still gets the job done. But the issue starts when you push it a little further. In 2026 standards, it is starting to feel limited. It is not designed for heavy multitasking. It is not optimized for advanced AI-based workflows, and it doesn't feel as fast when you compare it to newer models. When you open multiple apps at once, or try to do more demanding tasks like editing or running heavier software, you start to feel the slowdown. And that's where its weakness becomes clear. So the Surface Pro 11 is basically for basic users. People who just need a simple, reliable device for everyday tasks. Nothing more, nothing less. Now let's move to the Surface Pro 12. This is where things start to improve in a noticeable way. The first thing you feel is smoother performance. Everything feels a bit more refined, a bit more responsive, and a bit more modern. Battery life is also improved compared to the 11, which makes it more practical for daily use. Multitasking is handled better here. Switching between apps feels faster. Opening multiple tabs doesn't slow it down as much, and overall system stability feels more polished. This is also where AI-based features start to become more noticeable. Not extreme, but definitely improved compared to the previous generation. Because of this, the Surface Pro 12 becomes a very balanced option. It is not too basic, and it is not overly powerful either. It sits right in the middle. This makes it a good choice for students, freelancers, remote workers, or everyday users who want a smooth and reliable experience without spending too much. But even with all these improvements, there is still something missing. It doesn't feel like a huge upgrade. It feels more like a refinement of the Surface Pro 11 rather than a complete transformation. Now let's move to the most interesting one, the Surface Pro 13. And this is where the experience changes completely. The Surface Pro 13 is clearly designed as the most powerful and future-ready device in this entire lineup. From the moment you use it, everything feels more premium. Performance is faster, animations feel smoother, and the overall experience feels more fluid and responsive. This is the device that handles heavy multitasking without struggling. You can run multiple apps, browser tabs, and workflows at the same time, and it still feels stable. One of the biggest improvements here is AI performance. Everything feels more intelligent, more optimized, and more responsive to modern workloads. Whether it is content creation, professional tasks, or heavy productivity use, this device feels like it is built for long-term usage. If you are someone who wants a device that will not feel outdated quickly, this is the one that makes the most sense. It is clearly targeted toward creators, professionals, and power users who want the best possible experience without compromise. But of course, there is a trade-off, and that trade-off is price. Now there is one more thing most people don't think about when buying these devices, and that is long-term value. Because when you buy a device like Surface Pro, you are not just buying performance for today. You are actually investing in the next 3 to 5 years of your usage. And this is where the differences between these models become even more important. For example, the Surface Pro 11 might feel fine right now, but as software becomes heavier and more AI-based features are added in Windows updates, older hardware will start to struggle earlier. It won't suddenly stop working, but it will slowly feel less smooth over time. Now the Surface Pro 12 handles this better because it has improved efficiency and better optimization. So even in the next couple of years, it will still feel usable for most normal users without major issues. But the Surface Pro 13 is in a different category. It is designed with future performance in mind, which means even as apps become heavier and AI tools become more advanced, it is more likely to stay smooth and relevant for a longer time. That's why some people don't just look at price, they look at how long the device will actually last without frustration. Because sometimes spending a little more once saves you from upgrading too early again and again. And that is something worth thinking about before making your final decision. So now the real question becomes, is it actually worth it? Let's simplify everything. If we compare all three, Surface Pro 11 is for basic users who only need simple, everyday performance. Surface Pro 12 is for balanced users who want better speed, better battery, and smoother multitasking. And Surface Pro 13 is for power users who want the best performance, best features, and future-proof technology. Now here's the important part. Don't overthink this decision. Just ask yourself one simple question. How long do you plan to use your device? If your answer is short-term use, maybe 1 to 2 years, then even the Surface Pro 11 or 12 can still work fine. But if you are thinking long-term and you want something that stays fast, smooth, and relevant for many years, then the Surface Pro 13 is the safest choice. So here is the honest conclusion. Surface Pro 11 is slowly becoming outdated in 2026. Surface Pro 12 is the smart and balanced middle option. But Surface Pro 13 is the most complete, powerful, and future-ready device in this entire lineup. If you are on a budget, go with the 11. If you want balance, go with the 12. But if you want the best overall experience without regrets, go with the 13. Simple as that. Now I really want to know your opinion. Which one would you personally choose? Surface Pro 11, 12, or 13? Let me know in the comments. I reply to most of them. And if you like simple, honest tech explanations like this, subscribe to Gadgets Hub for more future tech breakdowns. See you in the next video.